Good afternoon. Welcome to Colorado College. It's wonderful to have you all with us today for the Medicine Peddler, which is going to be performed by our Block 5 Kabuki class. And we're also very pleased to have Consul General Yono and his wife, Eiko Ono, with us today. Welcome to campus. We're thrilled to have you here. I also want to thank especially our Colorado College students and Visiting Professor Laurence Kominz from Portland State University for putting on this performance. And I'd also, of course, like to acknowledge Joan Erickson, Professor of Japanese here at CC, and the NEH Professorship for organizing and sponsoring this event. As a liberal arts college, one of our core values is to value all persons and seek to learn from diverse experience and perspectives. And today we get a wonderful opportunity to do just that. This Kabuki performance illustrates the experiential component of a Colorado College education, connecting students to spectacular theatrical tradition and immersing them in this remarkable cultural heritage. While the performance will be in English, all other aspects, I'm told, of the production are as authentic as possible. And this authenticity extends to your job as an audience to vocalize your appreciation for the poses or actions that you like the most. So what might sound like catcalls from the back row are actually very good and encouragement and very much part of this tradition. So please join us. Again, thank you for being here today and experience what we do at Colorado College. And now I'd love to invite Consul General Ono to say a few words.
Thank you, President, and good afternoon, everyone. So it is a pleasure to be here today, and like all of you, I am really looking forward to this unique opportunity to experience Kabuki here in Colorado Springs. As you know, Kabuki is one of the most historical and deeply traditional art forms of Japan. But like all great performing arts, it carries themes and ideas that are common to human society around the world. Today, I think we have the chance to say this in action through these performances of Kabuki in English. For bringing this wonderful opportunity to Colorado Springs, I would like to thank all of the involved students and president and faculty of Colorado College, especially the efforts of Visiting Professor Kominz from Portland. The arts are also a powerful tool for learning about different cultures, a way to build and strengthen the connections between us as people and between our countries. Through today's experience, I'm sure that each of us can take another step toward such greater understanding. Thank you, and let's enjoy the show.
Hello, everybody. My name is Larry Kominz, and I'm the visiting professor for Block 5. And I had the distinct pleasure of working with fabulous students to put together today's performance. I'm normally at Portland State University, Larry Kominz, professor of Japanese literature and drama. I want to say just a little bit about today's performance. It's in two parts, as you can see from your program. The overarching theme is the culture of the Edo period in Japan. The Edo period, 1600 to 1868. After a long period of centuries of warfare, Japan was at peace. And while the samurai, who are the ruling warrior class, turned into administrators and governed the country, it was a time when the merchant class, the bourgeois classes, began their rise to wealth and influence, and this included cultural influence. They became creators of great culture, and this was in many realms, in literature, in visual arts, and what we're focusing on primarily today, the performing arts. But I have to say a word about the visual arts because we do have a display of visual arts the ukiyo-e woodblock prints in the Idea Gallery, which is on the other side of the lobby of this cornerstone building. And you can take a look at those prints, which are owned by this college and one or two individuals within the college during the intermission. To return to the performing arts, Kabuki was the granddaddy of all performing arts in the Edo period. If you were to compare it to the performing arts in the United States today, it would be like Hollywood and Broadway rolled into one. The big scale, the great stars, creativity in writing, acting, directing, huge salaries for the top superstars. Superstars drive the business just as they do in Hollywood. This was the pinnacle of the performing arts. But the performing arts ranged into the roots of the common classes as well. And so our first part is going to include dance as our first piece and storytelling. So just as in New York you can have a stand-up comic like Jay Leno working downtown, and you can also have a huge Broadway mega hit like Les Mis or Phantom of the Opera going on, so in Edo you had storytellers in small halls, very intimate settings, and you had the grandiose kabuki going on in the same city. We're going to give you a taste of both of those. So our first half is pretty intimate. It's going to start with a dance. Then after that is a tribute to a very important kabuki actor named Ichikawa Danjuro, who died exactly a year ago. And it's his staging that I have taken for our second half, which is indeed a blockbuster kabuki hit called The Medicine Peddler. But since he passed away before I could thank him yet again for his support, and since he was a mainstay of kabuki, I really felt with exactly 1 year since his death at age 66, he deserved a tribute. That's an 8.5 minute tribute documentary that I've created. Then at the end of part 1 will be comic storytelling. Let me just say a word about the two dances that we're going to see. The first one is a man's dance, but men and women are both going to be dancing it. Look for the different style, the openness, the big strong poses that the men take. And then take a look at the women's dance for the delicateness of it. And men and women will both be dancing the women's dance. The men's dance is about strong images of things that last, like pine trees that are green forever, like bamboo that goes on and on, the tortoise and the crane, which symbolize long life. The women's dance is a dance of ephemerality. It describes a single moment in about 1.5 minutes, and this is a moment when a geisha looks into her garden at night, hoping it's her lover in the garden, seeing a shadow under the green willow, which is the title, in her garden, and thinking it's he who has come, but it's not. It's the misty autumn moon tricking her with phantoms of light and shade in the garden. So now I'd like to turn it over to our dancers to begin the intimate first half, and then take your intermission, come back for the blockbuster second half, which is kabuki. Thank you very much.
ずきじゃぞ
そりゃ本望じゃ本望じゃ。
どうしたぞい。
この那智山に来て酒を断っていたれば腹の中がひっくり返るようで以降寒なった。
今の間に暑なるぞい。
もうならぬ。もう飲め。もう飲めぬ。
雷が
おのの小町が我が教を破らうため来たりせよな。
Welcome to this wonderful event at Colorado College. My name is Matt Shores, and I'm here to thank you, first of all, for you allowing me to bring a little bit of foolishness to the show. I'm going to do rakugo, and that's comic storytelling. First of all, I should explain a little bit of what rakugo is. It's a very simplistic art, and in rakugo, there are just two props used. A fan, like this, and a hand towel. This is sensu in Japanese, and this is tenugui in Japanese. Now, these can become anything. Don't believe me? Well, let's go ahead and try it. How about chopsticks? You can kind of imagine these can become chopsticks, right? Okay, well, let's give it a shot. Okay, chopsticks. Okay. How about now? Of course, I know we have many guests from high schools today, and so drinking is not condoned for people under 21. But for those over 21, you might like to enjoy a little bit of, sake. So, okay. Sake. All right, what else could this become? It could become a pen to write with. It could become an umbrella. Oh, it's starting to rain and I'm wearing my nice kimono. Okay. You can see the umbrella there, can't you? Okay. It could become a sword. It could become a bow and arrow. Okay, so what can this hand towel become? Any number of things, trust me. Okay, maybe some paper to write on, right? Writing a note, all right? Mm-hmm. How about a wallet? Now, if your wallet is like mine, you don't have very much money. Dust comes out of mine. Okay, watch this. This could even become a roasted, hot, sweet potato. So on and so forth. So I need your imagination when I do rakugo. There are all kinds of stories in rakugo. There are stories about samurai, there are stories about merchants, there are stories about the common folk, but it is always the common folk that are the heroes. So even if a samurai comes out in a story, it's the people of the lower class who will always come out on top. They win in the end. This is an art of the common people. There are stories about traveling throughout Japan. Of course, there wasn't always Shinkansen, the bullet trains in Japan. People had to walk over mountains and along coastlines to get to where they were going. There were famous destinations like Ise in Japan. They would trek for days and days and sometimes months to get to their destinations. And because transportation wasn't as convenient as it is today, people would run into others with different dialects. Believe it or not, you could go over a mountain in Japan and not understand really what those people were saying. I've experienced this myself in America. I'm from Oregon. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I'm from Oregon. And the first time I went to Japan, not to Japan, but to New York, I thought, well, I want to visit the best place in town to have pizza, New York pizza, right? So I look in my guidebook and I see that Ray's Pizza. Has anybody been to Ray's? Okay, there's one. And I said, I'm going to Ray's. I'm going to get some pizza. So I go in, and there's this big Italian man. I assume his name is Ray. I go up to the counter, and I'm looking, and he said, hey, what can I get you? And I'm like, I would like a slice of... Boom! Out came a piece of cheese pizza. I wasn't even done ordering. I said, I'll take a slice of... Boom! There's the pizza. I didn't want to say anything. He already looked kind of angry that I was taking my time ordering. I sit down, and the cheese pizza was fabulous. Have the cheese pizza. It's great. I went back and asked a friend. He wouldn't let me finish ordering, I said. I said, give me a slice. And he gave me a piece of cheese pizza. He says, yeah, here in New York, when you order a slice, that's cheese pizza. Aha! So there's a dialect. In Oregon, they wait for you to finish. I'd like a slice of pepperoni pizza with so on and so forth, right? This happened to me once in Japan, too. I studied Rakugo with a pretty well-known master of Rakugo. His name is Hayashiya Somemaru, and he's a very nice man. He was very kind to take me into his house and teach me a little bit of Rakugo and allow me to do a lot of cleaning of his toilet and give him massages when he needed them. But I made a big mistake once with my pronunciation, and this is difficult too. There are two words. One is keizu in Japanese, and this means like family line. There's another word. It's not a good word, so do not repeat this anywhere else. It's ketsu. And those of you who speak Japanese, this means rear end. It's a bad word for rear end. Keizu and ketsu. Okay? So I was asking him about his artistic family line, and I said, "Oh, so Somemaru, would you tell me a little bit about your ketsu?" He was flabbergasted. So you have to be careful with language. A long time ago, when there wasn't running water in Japan or the United States for that, they used these water basins. You would get the water and you could heat it up and take care of your morning toiletries. What's that? Wash your face, brush your teeth, and then you throw out the water because it's dirty. It has all of the stuff you wash off of your face and you spit out into the basin, dump it. A long time ago in Osaka, this was called chozu. Chozu. And if you went off to another region, it was very likely that they wouldn't know what a chozu was. And that's where we begin this story. Open up these windows. Oh, look at this, look at this. It's so beautiful, these mountains. I needed a vacation. So busy every day in Osaka. And now we can finally enjoy some fresh air and just get away from it all. All right, well, let's go ahead and call for our chozu and get the day started. Oh. Hello. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sumimasen. Dareka. Hello. Yes, what can I get for you? Yes, would you please go ahead and roll out the chozu for us? Roll out the what, sir? The chozu. Okay, just one moment, I'll be right back. Master, the guests upstairs from Osaka, they asked for me to roll out the chozu. I don't know what that means. Oh. Chozu. Mm-hmm. You don't know what chozu is? No, I don't. Why don't you go to the kitchen and ask Kisuke? It's probably some kind of food that they like to eat, and just tell him to make it. Yes, sir, I'll go right away, sir. Kisuke! Mm-hmm. Yes? What can I do for you? Can you make some chozu? Chozu. 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 Do you know what that is? Not really. Just a moment. I'll go ask Master. Hey, Master, do you know what chozu is? Whoa, you're back. I just sent Onabe to ask you what chozu was. You don't know what it is? God. Okay, here's what you do. Go over to the temple, Zukunenji, and ask the head priest what chozu is. He knows everything. Just ask him what chozu is and come back and we'll get it for the guests. Okay, sir, I'll be right back. Hello, Master Head Priest. Yes, come in. Yes, we have two guests from Osaka, and they're asking us to bring them some chozu. Do you know what chozu is? Something like this is not so easy to understand just by hearing it, but if you write it down, it's quite easy to understand. Yes, the cho is another way to say nagai in Japanese, That is long, okay? Cho. And the zu, when you get a headache in Japanese, you say zutsu. So, zu, cho, zu. Simply put, it means a long head. A large head. Your guests from Osaka want you to bring them somebody with a large head. Is that right? Oh, okay. Thank you, Your Holiness. I'll go tell my master right away. Master, I found out what it was. Mm-hmm. What is it? What is it? It's a big head. It's a long head. Chosen. Okay, well, go get it. Take care of it. But we don't have anybody here at our inn with a big head, so what? Do you know anybody with a big head? You know that boy that lives just outside of our village? Yeah, his name's Ichibe. He has a huge head. He can tie 3 handkerchiefs together and he still can't get them around his head. Okay. I'll go get him and we'll ask him to do whatever they want. We'll just show him maybe some weird fetish they have in Osaka. Okay. So Kisuke goes and gets this young man with a big head. And he goes upstairs and greets the 2 guests from Osaka. Excuse me, sirs. You, sirs, called for some chozu. Yeah. Yes, that's right, and we've been waiting all morning. Well, hurry up already. Give us the chozu. Roll it out. Roll the chozu. Roll? Hurry up, roll. Spin it out, roll it out. Come on, we don't have all day. We want to get out and go hiking. Okay, sirs. How's this? Come on, hurry up already. Faster. Okay, here we go. Boom, 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 da-bam. The guests from Osaka get angry and they leave in a huff. And the master confers with Kisuke and Onabe, his help. What should we do? What if we get another guest from Osaka and they ask for chozu? We're not going to know what to do. Aha. We should go to Osaka, stay a night in one of their inns, and ask for chozu the next morning, and then we'll know what chozu is. All right, all right. And so they go to Osaka and spend the night, and they wake up early the next morning. Kisuke, are you ready? It's time to ask for chozu. I know, I haven't slept at all night. I'm just so excited to ask. Here we go. Excuse me, sumimasen. Yes, can I help you, sir? Yes, bring us some chozu. Roll it out, bring us some chozu. Yes, sir, right away, sir. Gotta. Well, she's just gonna go get it. She doesn't have to go ask a monk or anything. And so, she comes back with the chozu, which is a large basin of hot water, filled to the brim. Sirs, here you are. Here's your chozu. This is chozu. Thank you. Kisuke. This is chozu. What do we do with it? Okay, here's some salt. And what is this powder here? It tastes like tooth powder. And that's salt. And what's this brush here? Oh, it must be to stir it with. Okay. Master, you go ahead and try. Okay. You're sure we're supposed to drink all this? Okay, well, I guess these Osaka people like their morning soups. Oh, this doesn't really Kisuke, you go ahead and have the rest. Oh, Master, are you sure? Are you sure? Wow, you didn't drink very much. Okay. And Kisuke drinks it all down, and he's bloated, and he's rocking around in his stomach. And before they know it, the help comes back with another one. Masters, here you are. This one was for you. This is for your friend. I don't know how we're going to drink this. Master, I can't drink anymore. Please don't make me drink it. Please don't make me drink it. Well, excuse me. Yes, can I help you, sir? There's no way we can drink this right now. Please bring it back for lunch. Thank you. That was Chozu Mawashi.
Welcome back to part 2. Part 2 is indeed Kabuki, and we will be doing one of the great 18 plays. I've spent the last 3 weeks teaching Colorado college students to be Kabuki actors, and now I'm going to teach you in 3 minutes how to be a good Kabuki audience. So, Kabuki audiences are a little different than audiences for our plays in the West. We don't, as Kabuki audiences, we don't sit quietly waiting for the play to end, and then when it ends, politely applaud. In Kabuki, all kinds of exciting things are happening all the time, and you're free to applaud whenever you see something that excites you, or moves you, or impresses you. What that means is you'll see movement, you'll hear singing, you'll see dance sections, you'll see great poses, and you can clap when you see that happen in the middle of the play. Kabuki audiences in Japan, there are many members who actually shout applause. This is considered rude, perhaps, in the United States, but it's what you do at Kabuki. But you don't just shout anything. Usually you shout something like the actor's name. So, for example, an actor from the family of Ichikawa Danjuro you saw the tribute to. His name for shouting is Naritaya. So it sounds like coming from way up there, Naritaya! Loud enough to be heard on stage. Sometimes they add a little word to that, like, Naritaya! Omigoto! Naritaya. That was great. Now, we have actors with names. If you happen to know their names, like there's a Marley on our cast. You could say, Marley! Or, Marley, you rock! Or something brief like that. And that would be a good way to applaud. What this means is you're looking at the play with 2 sets of eyes. The set of eyes that's looking at the story as it unfolds on stage with the characters, and a set of eyes that appreciates quality acting, dancing, emotional histrionics. This is not so different from the way we appreciate a great musical drama in the United States. For example, if we go to see The Sound of Music, and it's a great singer, someone like Julie Andrews, she'll have a song, and the audience will stop and applaud at the end of the song. That doesn't mean they think Maria is a great housekeeper. That means they think that Julie Andrews is a great singer, and she just sang a song fabulously. And then Maria's going to go back to being a nursemaid or housekeeper, and you'll go back into the story. So that you can go into the story and out of the story. When you're out, you're appreciating virtuoso acting and business. When you're in, you're following the story. You're going to see this process happening again and again in Kabuki. Go ahead and enjoy it. We're smart enough to do both as an audience. American audiences do it all the time. You can do that. The only thing I'm asking you to do different is, and it's not even that different, applaud or shout when you appreciate something you see or hear on the Kabuki stage. And now I would like to finish by asking you to support our college Kabuki actors, our Colorado College Kabuki actors, in the way that a Japanese kabuki actor would end a formal presentation like mine before the play called a kojo. And what I'm going to say is, please, all of you from this corner of the house to that corner of the house, support our Colorado College kabuki actors in Japanese. コロラドカレッジの学生歌舞伎役者のご支援、ごひいき、隅から隅までお願い申し上げまする。
Well, now, isn't it wonderful how highly the Shogun regards our master, Lord Suketsune?
He was summoned among lords, great and small, to be marshal of the Shogun's hunt at Mount Fuji.
The hunt is set for the last 10 days of June, and each participant's camp we have plotted and recorded on a map, following his order, and since it is now complete, we will present the map to him. In the hopes that all his plans be brought to fulfillment,
ceremonies entreating the deity of Hakone were successfully completed earlier today. To lighten his fatigue, our master has summoned courtesans, and now he is taking his ease with them.
How different his activity is from ours.
It is our duty to sort out any problems, should they arise.
one more time to increase our vigilance.
We shall patrol the grounds.
The morning sun shines. The white clouds hiding the mountain peak dissolve, and the spring mist spreads out over the plain. My, what a splendid view it is. Please, let me be the first to express a prayer for your everlasting martial glory. And may I express most humbly how exceedingly delighted I am that today's ceremony has been successfully completed.
We are truly thankful for the Shogun's reign and this tranquil spring at Mount Hakone.
When the mountain smiles, we scoop water. Blossoms take the lead on this festive occasion.
The coy denizens of the Pleasure District.
Receiving Lord Tsuketsune's invitation,
came here together wearing sumptuous ceremonial robes.
Today we attend in holiday finery.
Sake makes us festive, and we celebrate.
Young women are fine at flirting and pouring wine.
My goodness, you've so skillfully prepared a fine place for a feast in my honor.
Now, Lord Tsuketsune, please
Be the first to partake of a cup of sake.
Yes! Please be the first to partake of a cup of sake.
In that case, let us all drink a cup of sake. The fragrance of plum blossoms proclaims that it is spring. Why, it makes the occasion sublime.
My lord, what a fine poem you composed.
I know.
Willows on the eastern bank, branches of the plum.
What a fine spring scene it makes, composing poetry. And we also listen to chirping of the birds. These things help to prepare us for tongue-twisting speech.
It is the cry of vendor of Uiro medicine.
It has been so long since I heard someone cry out those words.
I've heard of the vendor's tongue-twisting sales pitch. It would be fine entertainment for an occasion such as this. Asahina, call him here for a demonstration. As you wish, sir.
Yo! Oh! Yup!
You! Medicine Peddler over there! You have been summoned by Lord Suketsune, he who is resplendent in divine favor. Today you have more good fortune than you could have ever wished for. So, boldly, fearlessly, without any shame.
Please, quickly, be so kind as to come here, won't you?
Thank you very much.
The famous Emporium's proud gold sign on a palatial building, gable reaching high, and the morning sun it sparkles, sprinkled with gold. The scent of chrysanthemum, fragrant in the garden. A long family tree. A proud
I humbly beg your indulgence. You are dressed just like the vendors in the woodblock prints, but are even more handsome. What, may I ask, is your name? My name is... Well, that is to say...
Why, I'm flabbergasted! What has come over you? Your name is?
My name is... Avery Potter! Since you have told us your name, we are eager to hear your special sales pitch. Come now, sell your wares, sell your wares.
Yes, none of us can bear to wait any longer.
Today we put all of your spirit into it.
The tongue-twisting pattern. Let it begin. Let it begin.
I certainly wish to comply, but this is a great role, far beyond my modest stature. And with an audience composed of such fine people as you.
There's no need for you to hesitate like that.
Exert yourself as you always do.
With interesting gestures and pantomime.
Give it all your strength.
And do it for us, please.
In that case, I'll go right over there. Right over there.
Is this peddler someone you girls know?
Yes. On his rounds, he comes often to the Oiso Pleasure District, selling his wares. That's when we see him.
You might say we know him quite intimately.
And now our peddler returns to his place. The time has come for him to sell his uiro.
As some of you present may already know, my father left Edo and moved 50 miles to the west and settled in Rankanbashi in the city of Odawa, province of Sagami. His name was Toraya Fujiemon, but he has now taken the tonsure and a new Buddhist name, Ensai.
Now let me tell you the story of the miracle drug. Long ago, in the Tang Dynasty, a Chinaman made a medicine called Uiro. He came all the way over here to Japan. He carefully preserved the medicine's secrets.
For those of you present who are still unaware of the powers of this medicine, should you swallow a mouthful of peppercorns or suffer from a terrible hangover, just place 1 grain of this medicine on your tongue. Your belly will immediately settle and become calm, and your stomach, liver, and lungs will become healthy and full of vigor. A delicious fragrance issues from your throat, and your mouth feels cool and refreshed. If taken with fish, fowl, mushrooms, noodles, or any other food, it effects a lasting cure to every illness, as if it were the work of a god. And it has another curious effect.
Your tongue begins to spin faster than, faster than a wagon wheel rolling down a hill, faster than a spinning top running barefoot too. Your speeding tongue can go even faster than this.
If it so happens that your tongue spins like this, neither arrow nor shield can stop you. What's this? What's this? What's this? It's starting to spin. It's starting to spin. Now the tongue-twisting patter begins like this. aka satana, hama yarawa, oko soto no, homo yoro oto. Don't bump into the little Buddha just ahead. Don't fall into the gutter or bump into the wall. Ra karankyo, ra nara, ra bonito. All together, 35 pounds. And now, in Japanese. Kuro kuro nani ga kuru? Tanuki hyapiki, hashi hyakuzen, tenmoku hyapai, bo hapyapon. Awaseti bugu bagu mu bugu bagu. Kikukuri mi kikukuri. Awaseti kikukuri mu kikukuri. Ana nageshi no naga naginata wa taga naga naginata zo. Muko no gomagara wa sono gomagara ka magomagara ka. Are koso hon no magomagara. And in English this means, it's coming, what's coming? 100 badgers, 100 chopsticks, 100 bowls of tea, 800 staves. Saber saddle, saber saddle, saber saddle 3, altogether saber saddle 6. Peanut sweepy, 3, altogether peanut sweepy 6. Whose long lance is it? The long lance lying on the lintel? Is the sesame stem there, that sesame stem, a true sesame stem? That surely is a real and true sesame stem. And on we go in English. Rattle-wee, the pinwheel sings. Roly-poly tumbler doll, you spilled it last night, you spilled it all. Bing bang bop, ding-a-ling, rat-a-tat, bing bang bop. What can't you eat, even if it's boiled or grilled? Iron tripods and grates for the fire. Great bears and stone bears. Tigers and bears come bearing stones. The scariest among them is the ogre. Ibaraki doji of Rashmabai toji. Silver carp, kumquats, mushrooms, and always for the last course, buckwheat noodles, rice noodles, wheat noodles. Silly little children's doodles. A little under the little shelf in a little bucket is a little bit of a little bean paste. Little take a little, ladle scoop a little, and give a little to me. Okay, that's all right. I understand. If I run through the rice fields of Kanagawa, Kawasaki, Hodagai, Totokawa, and scrape my moxa cuts, it will be about 7 miles. Fujisawa, Hiratsuka, Oiso, and Saturash, Koiso, passing 7 stations of the Tokaido. Rising early at dawn, here in the province of So. Odowa's fabulous Tochinko, known by one and all, high and low, the Uiro blossom of flowery Edo. There, look at the cherry blossoms and put your heart at ease. Little newborns, crawling babes, even babes still in the womb. I'm absolutely sure there's not a one who doesn't know how effective Uiro is. I must sell you some. I must give you some. Take a deep breath, for I invite the healing Buddha himself, the master of all the medicine in the whole wide world, to be my witness. Yes, paying respect to him. Won't you deign to purchase Uiro from me? My goodness, your tongue was tripping at quite a pace. If I could speak lines as difficult as those, the women would be all over me. Would you allow me to swallow a grain of your medicine? It's easy to grant your request. Please, give it a try. Thank you. Whew. There. That should do it. Now, give me some some sort of tricky tongue twister so I can test my powers. Well now, let's see. How would this do? Let's make tea, let's make tea, let's make tea, standing under the tree with a green tea tray, just you and me. Why don't you give that a try, sir? Good, good. How's this? Let's make tea under the tree with a green tea tray. Green tea tray. Let's make tea under the green with a green tea.
Hey! Give it up already.
What have I done? I have embarrassed myself most shockingly. Don't be so hasty. The medicine needs more time to take effect. Strike your hands together and you'll feel better. Will you strike my hands? Will you strike my hands? No, but maybe I should strike someone else.
Would you please strike a drum rhythm for us?
Ta 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 tsu ta po po. Chitty kata sit ta po.
Going east of Hakone, Odawara's famous products. And fish sausage he sells, shaking bells, waving bells. Fragrance of plum gently wafting in Oiso town. Pleasure district, all a bustle. It's such a big party. From the wilds of Mount Fuji, lots of animals come and are so excited. What a crazy scene! Tiger is most popular in the zodiac. Bunny rabbit hopping around, graceful leaping deer. Badger's favorite instrument is his belly drum. Wild pig is our big and bad. Wild violent drum. infiltrate glows like blossoms in the wind. We roll blossoms.
Guards, seize him!
From your actions just now, would I not be mistaken in thinking that I'm in the presence of the orphan son of Kawasu no Saburo Sukeyasu?
I have nothing to hide anymore. I am Goro Tokimune! Murderer of my father, prepare to die!
Now, wait just a minute, Goro. Don't be rash. You must cooperate with your brother, wait for the proper moment, and then attack.
If my older brother were here with me now, we would not go home empty-handed. How frustrating!
No. By no means will I send you home empty-handed. For you brothers who are so filial in spirit, I have a parting gift, a small token of my esteem.
Why, look at this! It's a map of where the camps will be set up at the hunt. We'll be looking for the one with the plum blossom and the hermitage crest.
Strung aloft, all over the hunting ground,
Will be the familiar crest of the shogun, Lord Yoritomo.
And finally, the day will come when you can realize your hopes.
You'll perform remarkable feats, for you were raised as samurai.
And we will set the living creatures free.
The butterfly and the plover.
So, until that day,
when we meet again at the hunting ground,
farewell!
farewell!